Good morning, everyone. My name is Edison. I'm right here in Los Angeles, California, in the city of San Marino. We're going to start this presentation, a presentation of a business opportunity. That's the way that we call this opportunity, because it's a business and it is an opportunity for so many people like me. I'm going to tell you a little bit about my background and how I started this business, and approximately, 11 years. It was January 8th, 2008, when someone came to me and told me about this opportunity. I was working in real estate as a real estate agent, working since '96. I was doing good. I was making good money, like they call it right here, 6 digits, over $250,000 a year, making good money. But suddenly things changed, and we lost our homes, we lost our properties, and I was like, no money. And someone told me about this. One of my really good friends, his name is Hector Hernandez. I know him since he was 17 years old, and we were working together in the same office. And when he saw me suffering, because practically I was suffering with no money, and my wife and 3 children, and losing all those material things, cars, houses. And he told me, Edison, there is an opportunity for you. I know this will help you. And, I didn't believe in this type of business because I was a realtor and I didn't want to get involved in some shady type of business and, getting money from people and letting people down. So when I saw Hector making the decision to do this business, he's an extremely analytical person. And I said to myself, well, if Hector is doing this, why not myself? So I started doing the business, and 2-3 months later, I was making X amount of money, and it's 5 ranks, and I was in the 2nd rank. And I said, well, if we're doing this part-time, I told my wife, if we're doing this part-time and we achieve this in 3 months, what about if we do it like we invest more time and move forward to do it? And she said, okay, let's do it. And today, at the place that I live, to live in the place that I'm living right now in San Marino, California, just to live here, you need like $10,000 a month. And my business is paying for this every single month. For the last 10 years, I've been living in this neighborhood. So I started as a plan B, but honestly, it became a good plan A, because it's paying for my livelihood, to pay my bills, but it's not just about paying the bills. It's about how many people we have been helping. And we see right here the name of the team that we're working with is Social Economic Networkers. We're helping people all over the planet. And one of the first things that we do with this team is that our main concern is people. That's our commitment, helping people and the personal growth. Every person is in a different level of understanding, and sometimes we are assuming that when we say things, people understand what we're saying. But sometimes we say one thing and they understand another one because of the level of education and everything. In my case, I went to school until 5th grade. I'm not afraid of saying this because it is recorded in every video, every conversation, every speech that I give and seminars. I went to school until 5th grade. I cannot hide this. But one of the things that I've been doing is like educating myself, reading, listening to the videos, going to seminars and all those things. That's why I became a real estate agent. Anyway, personal growth is our main concern with people. And then we help these people to become people of social contribution, helping others. And eventually, all of us will achieve financial freedom. And I love that because I love helping people. And one of the things that has been affecting our finances, and in my case, I was talking previously to this presentation to a friend of mine that he's a realtor. And in real estate, we're having a lot of situations with technology, because technology, now buyers and sellers, they know more than the real estate agents because they are always researching and reading and being exposed to so much information and the websites that are helping them to get rid of the realtors. So things like that have been happening for years and years and years in the agricultural era. And then the revolution, in the industrial revolution, things are start changing so drastically. And then internet came. Internet came, you know, and it's helping so many people, but it's changing the life and the way of receiving income to others. And the last revolution that we have right now is artificial intelligence. You know, this one is crazy. You know, we can see it with the drivers, you know, people with taxis in San Francisco, they used to pay like $1 million, or New York, $1 million to have a business of a taxi business. Right now, Uber came and changed the industry. Lyft came and changed the industry. And Google, right now, they have cars without drivers. And, you know, so many things have been changing so drastically. You know, Kodak, when was the last time that you sent a film to be developed? So all those things have been changing the way of receiving income, and all these things have been changing the way of generating income. And one of the questions that we are always asking people, and I remember I went to a seminar and the speaker was saying, if you don't have money saved to support yourself 6 months without working, if you don't have the savings to be like sick or to be like in a trip or whatever for 6 months without working, you are broke. And that caught my attention. So that means that in order for me to be out of that situation, I need to have 6 months saved to pay my bills. My question to you, do you have that money saved? If you don't have it, you are broke. That's what he said. And oh my God, this is crazy. It sounds drastic, but it is true. So what are we doing to have a plan B? That's what we're telling people. This opportunity that we're talking to you today is to have another opportunity, to have another plan, to have a plan B. And like it happened with my situation in my home. And 80% of our labor, the human power has been slowly but surely changed by systems, computers, and all those things. So a lot of people are gonna be left without jobs. And we need to think before these things happen to us. We are in the 21st century, and a lot of people, I'm from 1964. You know, my mom had a lot of influence on me and my grandma. So almost from the 19th century, because they learned it from the 19th century. But we are in a new century where things are done different. Let's talk about the 20th century, the way that they used to do business. When someone tells me, oh, I want to open a store, my God, I think like, what is he thinking about? We have monsters like Amazon's, eBay, so many websites that they changed the industry. And in the 20th century, it used to work this way. You see this phone? This phone is an Apple phone. I pay $800 for this phone. So when I pay $800 for this phone, Apple kept 36% to keep producing. But then the other 64%, who took that money? Wholesalers, retailers, stores, promotion, they kept the money. But in this case, in the 21st century, we're working with a company that is producing a product, because there is always a product that you need to exchange, all right? And in this company, we're working with a product like this one. This product right here, we're talking about Bright Star. And it's a product from the company. So we purchase the product from the company. The company keeps 36%, and the 64%, we buy it directly from the company. That's what we're doing. This is the secret. We're not using middle people. We're not using wholesalers. We're not using retailers. We don't, you know, they don't advertise it on the internet. They don't advertise it. They don't pay for advertisement. And we get the products directly from the company. That's when we keep the 64%. The money is coming from there. That was my main concern always. From where is these people getting the money? How is these people making so much money? And where is the money coming from? Well, we're getting rid of the middle people, and we're keeping this money, our homes, our people. And, what type of income do we generate with this type of business? Dealing directly with the owners of the company or with the companies. We generating residual income. When I learn about the word residual income, I learned it in real estate. In real estate, when you buy multiple properties, you rent those properties, you pay the bills, and whatever is left over, that's residual income. And when I came to this industry, I learned that residual income is always an income that is only this unique and specifically for singers, writers, inventors, producers, ex-presidents of nations. And my question is, are you one of these? And if you are not one of these, how can you generate money? Residual income through network marketing, multi-level marketing. Remember, I told you at the beginning, I didn't like this industry, but now I'm in love with this industry. But it's extremely important which company you're going to be working with, which support team you're going to have, and what kind of product. So we have all these three things, and we have the situation going on right now, the economical situation going on all over the planet. And you're going to understand what I'm saying when I advance a little bit more in my presentation. So before we talk about residual income, let's talk about linear income. Who is in the linear income? 95% of the population. The other 5% is in residual income. I don't want to be part of the 95%. Why? Because in the 95%, you go to school, you pay to be educated, and then you find a job to exchange your service, to exchange your knowledge for money. It's like a realtor. You go, you prepare yourself, you get a license, and then you start looking for clients. But if you don't sell, you don't make money. Now, let's talk about the people who work from 8 to 5 or 10, 12 hours a day, waiting for something that is called retirement. You already know how people retire here in the United States and so many places. Not everybody retires rich. 1 or 2%. 1 or 2% retire rich. What about the rest? So there's a big gap of people that we can help. People working with fixed schedule, 8 to 12 hours a day, and they end up with limited income and dependent of the government, or a family member, or a friend. I don't want to be there. I'm making my effort. I'm being diligent, not negligent, working hard to be or to make something different with my life. Now, let's talk about residual income. Between 2 to 5 years, you can achieve financial freedom. I'm not saying being rich. Achieve financial freedom to get out of the rat race. What is the rat race? The little hamster and the little circle going month after month after month, like us, paying bills. I don't want to be like that. I want to be wealthy. And this business, I will be able to achieve this with this business if I'm diligent, not negligent. So between 2 to 5 years, 2 years later, after I started my business, I end up living in this city, San Marino, in Los Angeles, California. Why and how? By using this type of business, working in this type of industry. You work part-time, 1 or 2 hours a day, 1 or 2 hours a day, and then your schedule is flexible, and you will end up with unlimited income and independent. I always ask people, where would you like to end up the next 5, 10 years of your life? Would you like to be in the residual income, or would you like to be in the linear income? And guess what? Everybody tells me, I want to be in the residual income. I want to be free. What is the name of the company that we're working with? We're working with For Life Research. For Life Research is a company in Utah. The owners of the company, David and Bianca Leesonby. This couple is an amazing couple of principles and values. I've seen them for the last 11 years, and I'm amazed. These people, they talk a lot about service. They don't talk about money, and that's what they have. They have money, but they don't talk about money. They talk about service. They have more than 10 nonprofit organizations helping people all over in Dominican Republic, picking up the children with AIDS from the streets and putting them in a shelter. In Colombia, we have a person extremely famous that his name is Papa Jaime, picking up and getting the children from the sewer lines from Bogota, Colombia, and he's putting them in a shelter. Our companies are helping them. And one of the things that I really admire about the company is that when they receive a donation or their foundations, they use 100% of the money to help the people. the administration expenses they pay from their own pocket. That's an amazing thing. So the company is in Utah. Mr. David Lisenby, he started his business in 1998. And why did he start his business? Because he was retired, he was wealthy, rich, and he was sick. So he started researching in the computers and internet what was there to support his immune system, because he was having health problems, I think pulmonary diseases, allergies, asthma, and he was having problems with this. And in the middle of his research, he found something about transfer factors, a small molecule that was discovered in 1949 by Dr. Sherwood Lawrence. And he started doing his investigation, and he found out that transfer factors were doing an amazing job in people's immune system. So he hired doctors, PhDs, and scientists, and for the whole systems of our body. And they came out with the results telling Mr. David Lisenby, you know what, this is an amazing thing that we're going to do. With this, we're going to be creating a line of products. And they came out with a line of products and ideas. And Mr. Lisenby paid $40 million for to use the patent, just the right to use the patent. And they start creating products, and the rest is history. That was in 1998. Today we are in 2019. They created a product that is called Transfer Factor Plus, that you can see it right here. Transfer Factor Plus. This product right here will help people to boost the memory of the immune system. That's an amazing thing, helping people to boost the immune system. And I'm going to talk to you about a testimony with my wife right here in my home, in this room. So what is it that we find right here? We find ingredients like IP6, that when you Google this, IP6 is used for, with people that has immune system disorders, people with AIDS, to lift up, to support their immune system. And one of the things that this thing has, it has a molecule that boost the memory of our immune system. Our immune system has to be always modulated. If our immune system is here, we suffer certain type of diseases. And so what this thing does is that when we take this, it modulates the memory of our immune system, and it goes back to where it has to be. If it is here, instead of defending us, it's attacking our bodies, ourselves, our immune system. So when we take this, it brings it back, and it modulates the immune system, not the natural killer cell. So we have in our hands something so powerful. Why? Because today so many people are suffering of the immune system and a lot of diseases related with the immune system. Why? Because of lack of exercise, because we're not eating healthy. When you go to the restaurants, especially right here in California, it is so amazing that they tell you, okay, you're getting into this restaurant, but you're gonna eat things that have chemicals and things that, by the state of California, they know that it produce cancer. Can you imagine that? Just right here in California and the whole United States, if you go to those restaurants. So, so many things that we have are affecting our immune system. So the company created a whole line of products called Target, and they created products for our heart, which is cardio. They created a product that is called Vista for our eyes, for my eyes. They created products for the whole body to support our immune system. It hasn't been created to diagnose or to say, okay, it has a healing power. No, what this thing does is that modulate the memory of your immune system and support your immune system. They created products like this one that I have in my hand that is called Right Star for men, and they created Right Star for women. And it has a lot of multivitamins, but it has the molecule inside of it. And we're going to talk about this a little later. They have a whole line of products like, essential oils to clean our digestive system. Talk to the person who's sharing with you this information, and they will be able to give you a catalog or send you a link of a catalog from our company, and you'll decide what is it that your body needs, and you start from there. The company has products for fitness. The company has products for daily use like shampoo, conditioner, body wash. They also have creams for the face. They have toothpaste that is helping so many people to have very hygiene in their mouth, and especially for our children. How do we make our money? So simple. The company told us each one of the products has a value and points. Why? Because every country is different. So, and the currency is different. So the company tells us, consume 100 points a month to open a business. That's, whatever business you open, you're going to have monthly expenses. Well, our expenses right here in our business is 100 points. How much is that worth in money? Well, if you have an idea, like these two boxes right here, one for men and one for lady, Bright Star. This is 50 points and this is 50 points. But when you buy the combo, it's like, if you buy one by itself, it's like $72. But when you buy the combo, it's like $136 in your door, in your home. $136. I'm talking about California. I'm talking about my home. $136, and you open a business. Is that expensive? And you pay $25 for a membership? Is that expensive? I'm asking you. This is a way of doing business that you buying this anyway. You're buying it because you can tell me, oh, I can invest that money in stocks. Okay, go ahead and invest in stocks. Oh, I can invest in real estate. Yeah, but you have to be healthy. You have to take care of your body. You have to buy vitamins. You have to buy shampoo. You have to buy conditioner. You have to buy so many things that instead of buying it from somebody else, you buy it from your own store. Okay, that's what we do it. And you get this whole line of all these multivitamins and the transfer factors. So when you buy this, the company will give you today, when you join the business, the company, when you pay you $25, the company will tell you, okay, you have an ID, you're part of the company. Whatever you consume on top of the 100 points, we're going to pay you 25%. Let's say you open a website today, and the company will provide that for you for free. And you move this month 1,000 points because you tell everybody about these things. And one of the things that I wanted to tell you is that my wife, she suffered cancer stage 3-4 in this room when she used to come from the chemotherapies. She received 15 chemotherapy treatments, 36 radiations, 3 reconstructive surgeries, and she was in this room, but she was taking transfer factors. She was taking transfer factor plus. She was taking Rio Vida, that is a juice that has the molecule. It comes in a liquid form. And she was taking transfer factor trifactor. You will be able to see in the catalog. And my wife, one of the things that she experienced is that she never had any episode of vomiting, any diarrhea. She was always in good health. And one of the things that, she's alive today. How much is that worth? I never saw my wife vomiting after 7 hours of chemotherapy, radiation. And we became practically missionaries, telling people that this thing exists. It doesn't cure anything. What this thing does is that modulates, brings back the memory of the natural killer cells to empower your body to defend their body by itself. That's what it does. It doesn't cure anything. It brings back the memory of the immune system. So you get a website today and you start telling everybody about these testimonies. You move 1,000 points and the company tells you, okay, you already paid 100 points. You have an extra 900 points times 25% is $225. That will help you. That will help you to keep your business. That's a snowball rolling. The company came out with a builder bonus. It's something amazing. I just came from Mexico 2 days ago. I was in Tecate, and I was asking the Mexican people, let me ask you, how much is the minimum wage right here in Mexico? And they told me like $183, less than $200. Well, I'm from Colombia, and the minimum wage in Colombia is like, I think, $350 or $400 a month. So our team, social economic networkers, and the company, For Life Research, they start brainstorming, and they came out with an idea of giving bonuses, to give a bonus, monthly bonus to these people, so that way they will get motivated and, you know, start helping them financially. So you see right here in the first phase, when you have 3 people, each one of them enroll, consuming 100 points, the company will tell you, okay, in the first phase, when you have these 3 people consuming those 100 points each one, and if you're moving in the first phase 600 points, the company will give you an extra bonus of $50. And when you do that, you know, in the phase 2, each one of those 3 doing exactly the same, having 3 people, each one of them consuming 100 points a month. That's the second phase. You will get a bonus of $200. That's extra money. And when you do this in the phase 3, 9 people helping each one of them 3, then you will receive a bonus of $800. Then, you know, even without accomplishing the first position of the company, being not even a diamond, because it's 5 positions, and we're going to talk about that a little later, you're going to be creating like $1,200, $1,300, so even more. That's a lot of help to help people in our country. So if you like to travel, the company has incentives. They have trips for 2, and you can accumulate these trips to take your children in the future. Amazing trips, different places. And now let's talk about this. Let's talk about money. This is a business. This is not, let's talk about like your finances. That's why you have to go to work every single day. Go to work to make money. And right here, you talk to, on the first level, you talk to 6 people, because you are always promoting. You know, this is a paradigm, you know, it's just a negative connotation with being a salesperson. A lot of people say, oh, I'm not a salesperson, I don't know how to sell, but you are always buying from somebody else, and you are always promoting somebody else's business. Like putting shirts with brands right here. I don't want to say the names because I will be advertising their names, but you know, sports and tennis shoes names and so many things, and clothing, and even in all over your body you have you are always advertising. You know, I always ask people, okay, if I will ask you, I have a headache, what would you recommend me? Immediately they will tell me, take this, take this, take this, take this. And I always tell them, are you working for the pharmaceutical companies? Are you getting profits from them? And they tell me no. I said, well, why are you telling me those things? So we are always recommending restaurants. We are always recommending songs, movies, books, and name it. So you talk to 6 people that you already heard this presentation. And these 6 people, each one of them, they will have a small inventory to have an immediate product and to sell it right there, or to help your members of your team. That's 1,500 points, and the company will give you 2% of the first 100 points and 2% of the extra. Remember, the minimum to open your business is 100 points. This is 50 points, 50 points, that's 100 points, and the company will tell you, okay, for the extra, 6 of them are consuming 150 points extra. That's another 2%. That's $30. $30 might not be money, good money, but let me tell you something. What we are interested in is the dreams of these 6 people. So these 6 people, each one of them will talk to 6. That's 36 people. That's the power of multiplication. 36 people, each one of them with a small inventory of 250 points. That's 9,000 points. Then for the first 100 points, you get paid 25% in the second level, and 5% you will get paid. And for the excess, for the surplus, whatever these 36 people are consuming extra, which is 150 points, the company will give you $1,170. Is that money? $1,170 plus $30, that's $1,200. Right here in United States, people go to work the whole month for $1,500. That's very little money, because the rents right here are expensive. That's why so many people are leaving California, because California is an extremely expensive state. So let's talk about the level 3. This 36 people will talk to 6. That's 216 people. Each one of them with a small consumption of 250 points. We're talking about 54,000 points. We're talking about 5% the first 100 points and 12% the surplus. Why? Because 216 people are consuming more than 100 points. That's 4,968 plus 1,170 plus the $30. That's $6,000 a month. A little bit more than $6,000 a month. My question is, Are you making $6,000 a month working full-time? If your answer is not, maybe few people will tell me, yes, I'm making that in double. Congratulations, but you are part of the 2% of the population and the whole planet. I'm talking about people who go to work, people who are exchanging their knowledge, mechanics, people who are working from 8 to 5, exchanging their life for money. Are you making $6,000 full-time? You can make it right here, part-time. It is happening in my life, not just $7,000, more than that, but we're not gonna talk about that. Why? Because people will ask me, how much are you making? Well, are you willing to do what I do? Because if you're not willing to do what I do, don't ask me, how much am I making? How much are you going to make? How much do you want to make for your family, to support your family, to pay your bills? You have the answer. The answer is in your hands. I'm giving you the smart information for you to make a smart decision. So 216 people will talk to 6. That's 1,296 people. Each one of them with a small inventory. So that's 250 points. That's 324,000 points. For the first 100 points, the company will pay you 12%, and the surplus, you will get paid 3%. That's 21,384 plus the $6,000 previously mentioned. You know, that's almost 20,000 people, $27,000. Is that worth it to do it? Please, you know, it will take time, it will take work, it will take effort. Similar to what it has been taking you all this life working for somebody else. But the good thing right here is that you are a self-employee, and right here in the United States, when you are a self-employee, you get paid with a 1099. You know, a lot of benefits. And when you are an employee, you get paid with a W-2. Very limited benefits for your taxes and economy. Okay, practically, this is the information that I wanted to share with you. We have a team all over the planet. Dr. Herminio Nevares, Puerto Rican veterinarian. This person came out with an educational system and a system that is duplicable. We can help so many people all over the planet. We are in more than 100 countries, and he created a system that is helping so many people to be financial independent. How do you join the business? Easy. 2 ways. One, you tell the person who shared this information with you, I want to join the business and I want to use the products. Sell it to me. Fantastic. You're gonna get an excellent product. We're not forcing you to do the business. You make your decision. I'm sure, 100% sure, that you're gonna get a benefit of being healthier because you're gonna get good products right here. But the other option is, okay, I want to do the business. Fantastic. You pay $25. You purchase your membership. You become an independent distributor like myself, or like the person that is sharing this opportunity with you, and you consume 100 points a month. And this is what you have to do. This is a mobile business. I get into the airplane. I don't have to carry a lot of merchandise or inventory with me. This is my inventory. One for my wife, one for me. And I open a business. And you start generating residual income. What are you waiting to achieve your dreams? What would you do if you will be healthy, financially free, and having a lot of time? Guess what? People tell me, oh, I would like to travel. I would like to go here. You know, their eyes start like shiny eyes, and they start like, I would like to go to Rome. I would like to go to Europe. I would like to give money to the poor. And I tell you, why not you giving, how come you're not giving money to the poor? And say, well, because I don't have money. I don't have time. I don't have time to serve. I would like to be a missionary. I would like to do so many things they want to do, but they are limited. And we have an opportunity right here to be financially free, to be healthier, and to have a lot of time to do so many things in life. I'm just gonna talk to this, and I'm just gonna close this. I have a lady really close to me, and I told her when I started in this business, she was 63 when I started in this business. Right now she's 73, she's 74. And I told her, look, you should join this business, because if you are 63, 65, or 70, go and try to find a job. Go. If you're looking at this video and you are 65, 70 years old, go and look for a job. And they will tell you, I'm not going to give you a job because you are advanced in age. You know, I asked this question in my seminars. Sir, let's pretend that you have a business. Let's pretend that you have a factory. And a 70 years old man, 75 years old man will come to us for a job. Will you hire him? And they tell me no. And I ask them, why? Because you are old. Right here, we're not going to ask you if you are an elderly person. We're not going to ask you if you are poor. We're not going to ask you if you know how to speak English. We're not going to ask you so many things that people ask you out there. And I can assure you, and I can promise, if you are diligent enough, this person that joined the business 11 years ago, that now she's 74, we have 5 positions in this business. She's in the number 3. She is in the number 3. Let me tell you the positions in this business: diamond, presidential, international, gold, and platinum. When you are right here, when you arrive to this position, you can make from $350 to $500 or more. When you arrive to this position, you start making like $1,200 to $1,500 or more a month. When you get to this position, international diamond, you will start making like $4,500 or $7,000 or more a month. When you become gold, which is my wife's position and my position, gold, international diamond, you start making like $16,000 and up or more. And when you get to platinum, you start making from $50,000, $70,000 or more. So this is an amazing opportunity that we want to share with you. Please talk to the person who shared with you this opportunity, and we will see you next time. Take care, and God bless you.